So here we are aboard Skybird, and I thought I'd talk you guys through how I've set up Skybird, starting from the bow and going to the stern. So we have two anchors. We've today at this anchorage in Tabi Island we've got a CQR down with about 30 foot of chain, and then warp. The warp is springy, so it it has an elastic effect, so it's not so hard on the boat, and the chain keeps the weight down on the seabed. Here I've fitted net, because this is an old quarter-ton race boat, so it's all Hank-on head sails, and I've got about 6, and so this is how I keep them on the deck when it's rough. I pin them here. Below here is fender boards for when we go alongside harbours, and these go in front of the fenders to protect the fenders and the hull. It's got a cutter rig, but this inner shroud it's really a racing feature to stop the mast pumping when you're under a heavy load, but it also is a good inner mount for a small sail. Like you could have a storm jib here, and the tracks are here, and the blocks have been removed, but they're there. Yeah, you can also use this for self-steering. You could put an inner small sail here. I can explain that later. So we got the whisker pole, spinnaker pole, which we use for running. Really, obviously there's spinnakers with this boat as well, but symmetrical spinnakers are quite hard for short-handed people. So the rigging, as you probably watched in previous videos, it was renewed a few months ago. We've got 2 large solar panels. I'll talk you through the technical details of that in another video, but we've got 250 watt solar panels. She's a masthead sloop, and the hull itself has got an encapsulated keel lead, very high stability ratio of about 45%. So it's a very sturdy little yacht. It's a step mast, but some of the full-on race versions of this yacht have a keel step mast. The deck is balsa cord, and the hull is monolithic GRP, so there's nothing to go wrong with the hull, but the decks can get soft, because of the balsa. But it's a little bit of softness, but not much. The actual layout is really good for cruising. It's got a big lazarette, and the cockpit's not too big. You don't want a big cockpit where you can hold seas. Of course, it's self-draining. And then the lazarette, which is in a bit of a mess at the moment. Because these boats were primarily race boats, a lot of them, they didn't have any inboard engines, and this was one. And what we've got here is a whale. A whale protects the outboard and keeps the weight at the back, and can be easily taken in and out. What else have we got here? It's a pretty basic cockpit with the for the electrical connection to the Raymarine tiller pilot. So the rig, it's slab reefed, and it wasn't set up for slab reefing, so I had to run 2 reefing lines, and then I also fitted bull horns here, so that it's single line reefing, but the bull horns take the luff of the sail, and so that means that you can luff it when you're still moving. You can luff it, you sort of go broadside to the wind. And the other thing is, being a race boat, there was no topping lift, so I had to run a topping lift, and the topping lift is quite heavy duty, so it acts as a running backstay if necessary. So and it also has a spare main halyard should a failure occur. And the just 2 winches for the sheets, and then the halyard winch, and the adjustable cars. So pretty simple deck layout on Skybird. Not a lot to go wrong. The main track comes along in front of the main hatch, but it's at the back of the boom, so it really controls the boom well, and puts a twist on the sail. The aluminium mast, single spreader, fairly reasonable length of mast because it's a race boat, which is about, I think it's about 38 foot. And that's the deck of Skybird.